your doctorate, I want to know from your perspective what makes being in education worth it, even with all the challenges.
Well, a teacher changes lives. Most of us can look back and think of a teacher who actually impacted us, inspired us, helped us spark that. Let me start over on that if you don't mind. Yeah. I think all of us can look back and think of a teacher who inspired us and made a difference in our lives. And the work of a teacher is probably only second to that of a minister. Because teachers really do connect with students, they develop relationships with students, and they are the difference makers.
So I do want to dig into the, I guess it's a national issue. A lot of people are leaving the profession, but people are coming in. What do you think, I know we've spoken about this off camera before, but what do you think some steps are that could be taken across the board to get people interested in teaching?
Well, I think it starts at the state level with our legislature to really value the profession of the teacher and really put our money where our mouth is. We need to address the teacher shortage by making this occupation more appetizing for those people that are graduating and heading to college, so that they will think about being a teacher. It's a valuable profession. It's got a great retirement, but we need to honor our teachers by paying them more. In San Angelo ISD, we're doing some things to help feed that pipeline in the teacher shortage. So we have a career and technical program through the Ready, Set, Teach program to prepare students to enter college as educators. And those students in San Angelo ISD work with our Tiny Texans program. We actually employ those students and prepare them to head into college to be teachers. Howard University and Angelo State have a two-step program. The Texas Two-Step is a program that helps aspiring teachers achieve their bachelor's degree a little more quickly and efficiently at a reduced price. And we're thankful for that program. It's really effective, and we benefit from that. Also, ASU and San Angelo ISD have a very effective program called the RAM Residents. And RAM Residents are students who are in the field of education in college. They're entering their fourth year, and we actually employ those individuals during the year that they would typically be a student teacher. So they serve in a co-teach model in a classroom with a certified teacher, and basically get a one-year interview with us. And this year we have 9, next year we'll have 12, and we've already hired 4 of those 9 for the coming school year. So we're really excited about a pathway for individuals to become teachers that's a little more efficient than it was 15 or 20 years ago.
That's definitely a story I want to dig deeper into in
Yeah.
the future. The teacher I spoke to earlier was talking about the RAM Residence Program, and I thought it was super cool having had a student teacher in the classroom before, and remembering when she left in 3rd grade and we had an ice cream party. I want to know, I guess, what are some of the common threads that you're hearing from teachers as far as pros and cons? Because obviously, it takes a lot of passion to hop into this profession and to stay in it for a number of years. But, there are a lot of things that people might say, this is an issue, this is something I'm dealing with, this has been difficult. So what are some of the common things you've been hearing about why people might enjoy coming to work every day, but at the same time, what might be a little bit stressful for them?
Well, recent studies have revealed that most teachers feel stressed over their jobs, undervalued, overworked, and underpaid. That's basically what it is. And I think when we look at the teaching profession, if we're honest with ourselves, we can see that really the school is a microcosm of our society. Teachers are having to address social issues and needs that students have now that they didn't have a few years ago. A lot of it has to do with social media and anxiety and behavioral issues. A lot of it stems from the home. We depend on parents to prepare their kids for school, but the reality is many of our kids come to school unprepared. And so teachers have a greater demand on them now than ever before, and I think that's impacted negatively the teaching profession. And really, the second part of that is just the whole discussion of what the public's perception of public schools has been over the course of the last 4 years. There's been an attack on public schools, and the reality is, if we don't educate every student in the state of Texas, Texas' future is in trouble. And so it's not about private schools, charter schools, or public schools, or even home schools. It's about making sure that we're educating every student, because our future depends on the value of education and the quality of education that we provide to those kids.
I think I've just got two more for you. The first one I want to ask, if I could remember, it's in the back of my head somewhere. I'm trying to remember. This happens all the time.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, definitely it'll come to me. Oh, yes, I've got it. So I think both of these next two questions are going to be about changing landscapes. One of them is kind of worldwide with, obviously social media has been going for a while, but, things can catch on very quickly. And especially over the last few years, we've seen some trends that are very harmful to schools. Students being disrespectful, vandalizing property. How do you manage seeing these things pop up and deciding what are we going to do to get ahead of the issue, and when these things do happen, what do we do from there?
The schools really have to pay attention to the behavior support that we give our teachers and students, making sure that we're able to pivot quickly and provide interventions when appropriate. One of the great things our school district does is we mentor our first-year teachers heavily. They have 3 days of training before the year begins. We meet with them 4 times during the year, and then during the year we have an individual that her sole responsibility is to work closely with our first-year teachers and be sure that they're successful. If we can have success in year 1 and year 2, which we also have mentor activities going on, then we believe that we can better support our teachers. But the truth is, kids, the classroom now is more demanding, and we have to provide better support for our teachers and better support for students to help them with coping skills and learn the things that we hope that parents are teaching them, but in fact, in many households, they are not. And so we as a school system have to respond to that by providing those supports.
Second question in that vein is going to deal with just legislature. We've talked a little bit about it before. I've talked extensively with Representative Darby today about the voucher issue, so I'm not going to ask specifically about
Sure.
that. But even just changing educational standards. Do we keep standardized testing? Do we not keep standardized testing? What are we going to test students on? With a lot of those things, even though you may be involved in some of the discussions being over your head, how do you adapt to those types of things in real time?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank Representative Drew Darby and Senator Charles Perry for their support of San Angelo ISD and the public schools in the area. They've been great at the state level, and they've been advocates for public schools, and I'm thankful for that. When it comes to the accountability system, no one denies we need accountability. We want accountability. It's a good thing. I wholeheartedly disagree with the A through F system and placing a grade on schools for a few students and a few tests. So in response to that, San Angelo ISD has a community-based accountability system where we try to work towards being more accountable to our public for the things that matter to this town, to our families, and to the community of San Angelo ISD. We have that on our website, and we meet regularly. There's community input, but the fact is, we believe in accountability. We just don't agree with how the state is managing that through the A through F system.
I guess I have 2 more. I keep
All right.
them. It's just like dentists.
Let's go.
You got to keep going. What do you feel the state could do to better involve career educators and people like you in the decision making?
Well, there's 2 things you never want to see made, and that's sausage and legislation. And so there's a lot of opinions and a lot of things that go into the discussion about how best to handle the accountability system. But there are organizations in the state that are advocating for change, and I think you're seeing that right now. There's a lawsuit that has prohibited the release of A through F ratings for school systems, and there's serious discussion going on about how can we better serve our state public schools and school systems to support them, because ultimately the goal is to equip students to graduate from high school and be successful in a career, a university, military enlistment, whatever they choose to do. And so that accountability system needs to reflect the values of local school boards and local communities. And I think the biggest part of that is how they've handled the labeling of schools, A through F, which has a lot of political bent to it. But I'm a firm believer in accountability. I'm a firm believer in high expectations. And so in our district, in San Angelo ISD, we're not going to make excuses, and we're not going to skirt the issues. We want our students to be successful. We're going to challenge them and provide a rigorous curriculum to them and hold our teachers and our staff to a very high standard.
My last question is, you've been here since December. What have you enjoyed the most about finishing out this school year here in San Angelo?
Well, the past 4.5 months have been great. The thing that makes this district a great district are the people. It's not the buildings, it's not the curriculum, it's not all of the extracurriculars, although all of those things are wonderful. They're the people. And I love the diversity of this community. I love the pride that the community has in the programs and the things their kids are involved in. And really, when it comes down to it, those are the hooks that get kids involved in school and motivated to do well. And so I'm really proud to be a part of this community. I'm thankful for the people.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to say or talk about?
Yeah, I'll make one final statement. In our district, ultimately, we want our students to be great communicators, collaborators, creative thinkers, and creative people that can work and be successful in life. And so we're going to push hard. We're going to challenge this community. We're going to challenge our students to be at their very best. Our staff knows that our expectations are high, and San Angelo ISD wants to be a light, a place that students can feel safe and secure and learn at high levels every day and feel loved by their teachers.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have, unless you have anything else.
I'm good.
All right.
I appreciate it.